Hey, what's up there, YouTubers? It's me again, Brian, aka Gamer 55551, and I am back with a review slash thought video. And for this one, I want to give my thoughts on Netflix's Blue Eye Samurai, which I just finished watching. For parents out there, it's worth pointing out that Blue Eye Samurai from Netflix is rated TVMA here in the US, though. I remember back around the time that I graduated from high school and all, I remember a show back on Cartoon Network called Samurai Jack, though. And it was a very unique and interesting show that they had. It was from, the person who created the show Dexter's Laboratory and all. And it was basically unique, ranging from some of its storytelling to the art style to it, though. And it was a really neat art style, though. It ran for several seasons, and then I believe in 2017 they ran I think one more season to really sort of conclude the trilogy of a story for good and everything like that. And while there have been some samurai movies or shows here and there, though, I always thought Samurai Jack was always had a unique style to it. Of course, earlier this year we had Shogun as well, which was also unique, and that had like a bit of a Game of Thrones vibe with a samurai setting, though. And now we have Netflix's Blue Eye Samurai, written by the folks who worked on, I think, movies like Logan and Blade Runner. And after watching all 8 episodes, I will say Blue Eye Samurai is definitely one I would recommend for those to take a look at, especially if you like like samurai stories or anything like that, even though there is one caveat I do have for the show, though. So why don't we break it down into what I like and what I didn't like, mixed, not 100% sure about. In terms of what I like, though, I will say that the art style for Blue Eye Samurai is really good. I like the look to it, though. It has somewhat of a watercolor look to it, though, but some of it also blends a little bit. You do kind of get a little bit of a Japanese art style to it, though, but it is really neat and everything like that, though. Along with like the action sequences, I think they are done very well in the show and everything like that. And I will say that I definitely am getting somewhat of a Samurai Jack vibe to it to a certain degree. I'm not saying it's exactly like that show, but still, the art style and the action sequence for Blue Eye Samurai is really good and everything like that. The next thing I do want to talk about is the voice acting, and I definitely really liked the voice acting in the show. I didn't think any of it was cringeworthy or bad or anything like that. I thought George Takei did a really good job voice acting Seko, Seki, but I also liked some of the other actors as well. I think Maya Eskin did Buzu, Masi Oki did Ringo, which was he was kind of sort of like the comedy relief to a certain extent for the show and everything like that. And I think Kenneth Branagh, if I'm saying his name correctly, did Flower, Fowler, kind of like the main villain to a certain degree, to be exact, though. But in either case, I think the voice acting, which I believe the English voice acting, I thought was done very well for this show, though. So I think they really did a good job with the voice acting in Blue Eye Samurai. And last but not least, it's the story, and I really did enjoy the story of this. It's kind of a tale of a revenge of basically a samurai, or a female samurai, or the daughter of one person, basically seeking revenge for what happened to her mother and everything like that. And you see her journey across 8 episodes. Okay, hold on. Basically, I don't know what happened there. That was like, whoa, weird. Okay, anyway, but it's basically her journey to taking on this person who may have killed her mother and all. So it's really interesting, though. And definitely the show, you definitely see scenes and everything like that definitely give off a bit of a Shogun and Game of Thrones vibe to it, and I certainly don't think that is necessarily a bad thing, especially if you enjoy Shogun or Game of Thrones to a certain degree. Then I do think you will enjoy Blue Eye Samurai. As far as what I didn't like, mixed or not 100% sure about, I would say the only thing I'm not really sure about this is that while I did enjoy the story, and I still do to a certain degree, I just don't feel it will overtake Shogun in a way. For some reason, I think the story in Shogun is in my view kind of slightly better than Blue Eye Samurai, mostly because of some of the cast and some of the storytelling in that one. So, not that I'm saying Blue Eye Samurai story was bad, it's just that I think it's not going to overtake Shogun's story in general. Overall, I did enjoy Netflix's Blue Eye Samurai, and I'm definitely looking forward to when season 2 happens for that one. But I definitely think it is a good show and one I would recommend those to watch. At its best, though, I love the art style and the action sequence in Blue Eye Samurai is good. The voice acting, I think, was done very well. And I think the story definitely had a bit of a Game of Thrones and Shogun vibe to it. And that certainly is by no means a bad thing. But at its worst, I do think the story doesn't completely overtake Shogun at all in any way. But in either case, I still enjoyed it. Nevertheless, it's one I would recommend you watch if you have Netflix and all. Bear in mind, each episode, there are 8, and it runs from 35 to 62 minutes, basically an hour or so. I'm not 100% sure if you want to binge watch all of them, but either way, it is still worth taking a look at on Netflix. And I'm very curious to see how season 2 plays out and everything like that. It will be interesting where the main character goes. She might be going to maybe London or something like that. So it will be very interesting to see how season 2 is done and everything. But in either case, though, Netflix's Blue Eye Samurai, it is one I would definitely I would recommend you take a look at and watch if you get the chance, or if you have Netflix in general. Okay, this concludes my review / thought on Netflix's Blue Eye Samurai. And again, these are my opinion. What are yours? What are your thoughts about Netflix's Blue Eye Samurai? Did you get a chance to watch the show by any chance? Do you like the action or the art style that the show has and everything like that? Do you think the show has a Shogun or a Game of Thrones vibe to it to a certain degree? Are you looking forward to season 2 when that does happen? Do you agree with what I said in this video? Do you disagree? Do you have a difference of opinion? As always, sound off in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. And if you do like this video, I hope you hit the like button. I would appreciate it. And I hope you do subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you do, make sure you hit the bell icon for notifications of any new videos I put up. Also, feel free to share this video if you want to, and feel free to donate to my channel if you like. You could do it through PayPal Me or Patreon or Steam Labs. Links will be in the description of this video, assuming you're watching this on YouTube. And I will see you again next time when I do another video. Hopefully that'll be soon. Until then, from Southern California, I wish you all a good day then. Bye!